Hello everyone! Welcome to today's Aromatisse redesign. Indigo actually has the day off today and will be joining us for the entire duration of the redesign. I do have a pretty good idea, I think. I'm pretty solid on how I'm going to do this. Depending on how quickly that goes, I have a second idea to do as well.
2-for-1 special.
Let's go quickly over the issues with Aromatisse. Well, first of all, Spritzee is adorable. Spritzee seems to I don't know, imply a lot of stuff. Spritzee has a lot of potential. It seems like it could go in a lot of different ways. This Aromatisse is not one of the ways that we expect it to go. I guess Spritzee has a little bit of elegance that Aromatisse doesn't seem to have anymore. It loses almost all of the avian quality that Spritzee has. I think it loses all of the charm of Spritzee. There's a lot that goes into that design. It's got a little bit of masquerade ball in the mask. It's got a little bit of can-can dancer or like burlesque dancer kind of thing. So like what I see in it is a theme of like extravagance, but I don't think that it really communicates extravagance in the design. Like you have to find those elements and understand what they are in order to get that. It's not something that you look at and oh wow, okay. A lot of people see the Plague Doctor mask in there, and I think that is part of it, because the reason that there's the giant nose in the Plague Doctor mask is because they would stuff it with fragrances so that the doctor wouldn't smell the smell of death and of the bubonic plague, in part because at the time people believed that the plague was transmitted by bad air, so if you couldn't smell it, you were protected from it, which of course was not the case. And so like element of fragrance still plays into the overall theme of it, but that's all that I see. And like I don't really see it much as actually a plague doctor. So the first thing that we're going to do is do an Aromatisse that I think fits the official Aromatisse that is, you know, trying to play up that extravagance. And then we'll try a more Plague Doctor-y version, which I think I wouldn't really make it Aromatisse. It would be more like it would be more of a fake mon, more of an alternate evolution to Spritzee or something. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is that I am going to try to do the final artwork in a little bit closer to the official Sugimori artwork. I haven't done any practice with it, and I was actually just like tweaking my brush tools to figure out how exactly to get them to match the style a little bit better. I was just doing that before we started, so
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. The first thing is that I'm putting a single lock rather than making two ears like official Aromatisse. I'm doing a single one like Spritzee, but I am putting that kind of stripe in the middle of it. The kind of body shape that I'm going for is a little bit ostrich, a little bit flamingo. I'm thinking more ostrich overall in the theme than flamingo, because even though flamingo is pink and it kind of fits, and every time you see like a pink bird with that kind of body shape, you're going to think of a flamingo. But because of the burlesque dancer aspect of Aromatisse, burlesque dancers use ostrich feathers. Even when they're dyed pink, they are ostrich feathers. So I think that that's like the more fitting option there. I did not expect the neck to be the point of contention in this design. I think that this neck might be the one that works best. Thematically, this one's the one that fits best, I think, because it's the most ostrich-like neck. This one I think is too much, a little too much turkey going on. This one works, but I think it's too flamingo, which is not really what I want it to be. I think people are going to see a flamingo in there anyways. So everyone agrees this is pretty good. Aromatisse has a very fluffy main body kind of thing, but I don't know if I really like that. want that? I don't know. So, fluff
Fluff.
or no fluff?
Fluffy.
Fluff works better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Anything I should fix before I start coloring it in?
Why does it not have any feet?
Because Spritzee doesn't. They're basically long Spritzee legs. Consider yellow tips, but mostly black lashes. Something like that works, or could work. Yeah, so now this is the part where we'll see how it goes, because I want to try to do it a little bit more Sugimori official art style kind of thing, but I haven't done this before. What do you think? Do you guys think that this is coming out Sugimori-esque enough? Yeah, I like it. I think the lines maybe are too thick still, even though they are actually much thinner than I used to make them. So I'm going to try to quickly do a Plague Doctor version. It is less important to me, so I might not dwell on things for too long. Indigo and I had talked about making the Plague Doctor version kind of based on a peacock. The thing is that I don't want the Plague Doctor version to stray too far from Spritzee, and I also don't want it to get too close to my Dusclops redesign, and also don't want it to end up going too far in the direction of Murkrow and Honchkrow. I wanted a kind of a hairstyle that is still reminiscent of Spritzee and Aromatisse, but that also references the top hat kind of thing that was part of the Plague Doctor garb.
This is a male counterpart to the other.
It's not meant to be a male counterpart. It's just supposed to be a alternate evolution. Well, just an alternate take on it, I guess, because a lot of people see it as a Plague Doctor. And the feathers being fluffy, representing something like the shoulder cape of the Plague Doctor. Well, that's something I could do. Have a shoulder. Oh, and for the tail, peacock tail feathers have like eye shapes on them. I thought it might be interesting to have those on here as well. Any objections to this design, just as it is kind of thing? Like the wings I don't know what to do with, but
You could give the guy a wooden stick like the one. Little really.
yeah, the like cane like thing. I think it's an interesting idea. I don't think this is quite right.
The cane gives it something to do with the wings. Oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, is that it's something for the wings. I like this position works really well. It is a little bit far-fetched-y, but I don't know if it's like so far-fetched-y that it looks like a far-fetched regional or something. Yeah. You know what? Like I said, this is a less important drawing. I am not going to sweat the details. I'm just going to go with this because I think it looks good. Alright, gotta figure out these colors now. Because I actually didn't use Aromatisse's correct eye style. If we look at the references, Aromatisse goes red, black, red. And what I used for this Aromatisse is white, red, white. It's actually quite different. So for this one, I might actually use the red, black, red. There you go. What is this thing called?
I have a bad one.
Okay, give me the bad one.
Remedies. Remedies. Get it? He's a doctor.
All right, remedies.
Ta-da! They look great.
Cool. I'm happy with them.
They look very handsome. They look like they're in the same family. It looks like Spritzee could evolve into these. It's not like you totally deviate from like its original because you didn't redesign Spritzee.
The main lesson here is that, as far as like the style, is that the lines are too thick. The lines are still too thick. I made them quite a bit thinner than I was making them before, but they're still too thick. I hope you enjoyed this redesign of Aromatisse, as well as Remedies, the Plague Doctor alternate evolution to Spritzee. If you want to join me for the next redesign stream, set your calendars for March 28th at noon. And please don't forget to vote for who we should redesign next. The poll is in the iCard. You can click the icon up in the corner and the poll will show up right next to the video. Or if you're watching this on mobile, the iCard should show up below the video. We didn't get too many votes last time, so I wanted to make sure people know how to vote. But anyway, the options for the next redesign are Slurpuff, Gumshoes, or Type Null and Sylvali. A huge thank you to my patrons, especially luxury patron Ethan Saffron. I'm Umbrian Libris. I'll see you in the next chapter.